Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a love reading for Virgo. Now, this is a collective reading, so it will not resonate for everybody. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements. You're likely to find a message in there. Now, if you do like your reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to hit that subscribe. And if you press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. So let's get into it. Spirit, can we get some cards for Virgo, please, for the love situation you want to bring up? Now, today is the 25th of September, but this is a timeless reading. So whenever it falls into your feed is whenever it's likely to be relevant for you. Now, it could relate to a past, present, or a future person. It is whatever Spirit wants to bring up. There we go. Ooh. Okay. So your overall energy, we do have the Four of Pentacles. So that is suggesting to me that you are releasing something that you've been holding on to. Potentially something that doesn't serve you anymore. Potentially something that's not particularly good for you, but you've been holding on tightly for a while. It is definitely the energy of release. Or at least you're trying to release, because this particular Four of Pentacles, you know, they've still got a pretty tight grip on that, but it does definitely look like you're trying to release. And it could potentially be somebody that you may have considered as being your emperor potentially in the past. Now, in your energy, we do have a Three of Swords in the reverse. So you are looking like you're going through some heartbreak at the moment. So there's potentially been something that's happened, but you've definitely broken-hearted. Let's get some clarification of what that Three of Swords is. Okay, so you've got the King of Swords there, so you're not even talking about your feelings at the minute. You potentially know what it is that you want, but you're keeping things quiet. You're being very stoic in nature, potentially keeping things to yourself. You've got that sword, the Ace of Swords, sitting above his head, and he's very much ready to grab that to cut out what no longer serves him. I think that's very much you trying to release and trying to heal from whatever this heartbreak represents. We do have the Three of Wands there, so you are being really patient. It does look as though you are turning your back on something though, and you're ready to walk away. You're ready to give up the waiting. Very much fed up of you're just fed up of being patient. You are still being patient, but you're ready to give up and walk away. We do have a Six of Wands in the reverse as well, so you don't feel like you're being recognized for the efforts that you've been putting in. You don't feel like celebrating. You feel quite miserable at the minute with regards to this relationship, this situation that you're in. You're not in a particularly happy place. You don't feel like celebrating. You feel like it's just completely unsuccessful. And I believe that's why you're ready to walk away. I mean, this particular, normally when you have the Three of Wands, is normally standing, waiting, looking out to sea, waiting for those ships to come towards him. But on this particular deck, you're very much walking, you know, turning your back on those ships. You're fed up of waiting for things to come your way. You don't see any success in it. You don't think it's going to happen. And it's like you've done. So whether or not you've separated from this person, or whether or not you've already separated from somebody, you're cutting them out and you're walking away from it. So it looks to me like you're trying to heal your heartbreak, which is good. But you are still in the heartbreak at the moment. Now, your person has got the Ten of Wands. So they've been carrying a big burden, but their Ten of Wands is in the reverse, so they are ready to put that down or share the burden. Let's get some clarification of what that burden could be. They could even see this as, if you are in a relationship with them, they could be ready to release this relationship because they see it as a burden. I'm sorry to say that to some of you, because I'm sure some of you don't want to hear that. If you're already out of the relationship, it could be that they're ready to let you know of some burdens. And it looks as though what they want to unload the burdens of. So we've got the Seven of Swords, so deception, potentially lying, stealing, and it's very much doing things in an underhanded way, trying to get away with things. So yeah, generally deception and betrayal, that Seven of Swords there. So potentially something's happened. They could have been deceiving you. It could be that you were deceiving them. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, it was a burden. I'm going to assume that with all this heartache, that the deception was on their behalf. It does look as though they were having sleepless nights about it. They were probably feeling a bit guilty, but they are coming out of that. But they're hiding something. This High Priestess in the reverse is hiding something. So potentially not everything has come out into the open yet. So whatever this Seven of Swords, this deception was, it's not out in the open. It could just simply be, though, this Seven of Swords, it doesn't have to be that they're currently deceiving you. It could also be because they try and get away with things. There's also a lot of planning involved with the Seven of Swords. So it could just be that they're planning something. They could be planning to come forward. When the Seven of Swords is out, it could just literally be them making plans. The High Priestess is very much a planner. She does things in the background, in the dark. When she's in the reverse, she doesn't use her intuition, though, with the planning, and she's not particularly knowledgeable either. So she doesn't do things in the wisest of ways, but she does keep secrets. So it would suggest to me that this person is potentially planning something. And yes, it could be a deception of some form. And like I say, they're ready. They're getting over whatever guilt, anxiety, whatever it is that's been keeping them up, possible depression. They're coming out with that, but they are potentially still keeping it a secret. Now, I don't know if this is them getting ready to share this guilt or this burden with you that they've potentially been carrying, these secrets that they may have been carrying, or whether they are just ready to drop it, because that Ten of Wands can be either. They're either ready to share that burden or they're ready to drop it. But what tends to happen with the Ten of Wands in the reverse is sometimes they can break a little bit before that burden's put down or shared. So in the background, you've got the Tower, and it's very much an overburden, and it can just overload them even more. And that could be why they're ready to come out of this Nine of Swords energy, because, you know, the burden's just, it's practically breaking them. Now, in how it currently, or what this relationship is currently, we've got Nine of Pentacles. So I don't think you're together. I think this is a relationship where either you are both separate and potentially haven't come across each other yet. So it could be something where both of you are not in a relationship yet. Maybe you've been in separate relationships and these have been happening in separate relationships. And this is why I'm saying this could be planning and secret behavior as well. Maybe they're planning to come forward to you and release the burden that they've been carrying. It could be that you've separated and you're both currently single at the moment. Potentially somebody could be wild and a little bit unstable, and the whole being single and independent is a bit of a challenge. Possibly somebody is not as great at being independent as another. Maybe it was a bit of a codependent relationship. The Nine of Pentacles is very much somebody, or independence. So in a relationship, that would be interdependence, where you're both independent, stable. But this does look like that in itself is a big challenge. Let's get some clarification of this Nine of Pentacles. It could be that you are in a relationship at the minute with this person. They may have done some betrayal, and they act like a single person. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody with wild behaviour, a bit of a party animal. You know, acts single, does whatever they want. So that could be where this challenge comes in, because, you know, they spend all the money, they do whatever they want, and that could be causing a massive issue, that somebody's treating this as not a relationship. So we do have the Six of Pentacles coming out to the side. So it also suggests to me that it's not balanced. You are potentially in a relationship where there's a giver and a taker, and it is becoming a big challenge, and that could be what part of this burden is as well. We do have a Page of Wands, and we do have a Queen of Swords. That Page of Wands there is very much somebody coming along with a message. It could be as well a message of travel. So maybe somebody has moved or is moving, or wants to move. It could very well be that somebody's offering a branch of friendship. The Queen of Swords there is very much wants the truth and nothing but the truth, and is ready to cut people out if she has to. She's very much calm, collected, very authoritative, and she doesn't take any crap. I've got a feeling that's you, because you're ready to turn your back on something and cut them out. I think this is you wanting honesty and truth, and you want to be able to trust. Now in your challenge position, we have the Ten of Swords. Now that is very much being stabbed in the back, betrayal. So some sort of betrayal that's happened, I'm assuming, from this person, is a big challenge to this relationship. Let's get some clarification on that. So, yeah, definitely so much wanting to walk away from betrayal, wanting to move from it. We have the Knight of Wands, which is very much, when it's in the upright, the Knight of Wands is the player energy, very much in and out, comes in with bursts of energy, gets bored, leaves. This is a big challenge, and this is potentially where this betrayal's come in. Maybe this behaviour has been quite challenging for someone. It could be that they may be coming out of that behaviour, or they don't know whether they want to come out of that behaviour, and that could be why it is part of the challenge, because obviously the betrayal that's happened in the past because of that behaviour, you know, is a big challenge from it. We also have the King of Pentacles coming out to the side. Now the King of Pentacles is very much the boss. He's great at business. He's very knowledgeable. He's extremely financially stable. Now, this is suggesting that that in itself can be a challenge. Now, the King of Pentacles also likes to be a good father. He's very much into the home life as well. Again, home, family life for the King of Pentacles coming out to the side is a challenge as well. So potentially, if you were together, it could have been a challenge to do with family. It could be that if you're not with somebody, maybe some betrayal from the past has got you feeling very, very guarded. I don't think it is a new person though. And the reason I say that is we also have the Judgment card coming out to the side. Now the Judgment card is very much a card of potential reconciliation. It's only potential. because the Judgment is very much you making that final decision on whether or not you want this to happen. Now, it could very well be that the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles are you and your person, because the King of Pentacles is earth energy, the Knight of Wands is a different energy. So I can see this being two ways. You could be thinking that you're this King of Pentacles, and it could be a challenge to make yourself stable and grounded. You know, your person could be trying to come out of this Knight of Wands energy. And then you've got the Judgment. So the Judgment is very much somebody having that wake-up call. If somebody isn't acting on that wake-up call and isn't seeing the truth that's in front of them, they won't be able to make that final decision, which could potentially be why this is coming out in a challenge. So it's very much a final decision on something. Now, this could be reconciliation. Reconciliation doesn't have to be you getting back together in a relationship. It can just be that you decide to harmoniously get along, especially if you've got children involved. It could just simply be that you are ready to move forward and end that chapter and say goodbye. So it is literally a final decision. So it's very much like the challenge is that somebody doesn't want to make that final decision, or that final decision's hard to make. Now, the reason why I say about children being involved on this particular card, if you have a look, you've got the man and the woman, and then you've got a child in the middle. So it would suggest to me that there could be a family situation involved in this. Now, the outcome, we have the World in the upright. So if you manage to navigate this, now whatever this decision is, you're going to have this outcome anyway. So whenever this decision's been made, we've got the World, which is the end of a cycle, the end of a chapter. So something is coming to a close. And what is coming into the close is the Empress in reverse. Now that is telling me very much that coming to the end of feeling overwhelmed, potentially unwanted, unloved, that is coming to an end. The Empress in the reverse is very much overwhelmed. She's lacking confidence. She feels disconnected from everything. It's coming to an end. So whatever's happened, you are about to close a chapter. And it will be, you'll be able to start something fresh and new. And this whole lacking confidence, feeling overwhelmed emotionally, feeling disconnected from everything, that's all going to be in the past. So let's get clarification of this World and the Empress, please, Spirit. So we have the Sun card that come out to the side. So happiness may be a little bit of a challenge for you, potentially if you've been a little bit overwhelmed as well. So if you are looking at reconciliation, and obviously you've had betrayal in the past and you do decide to get back together, then obviously, the happiness will come when the trust and everything else is, built back in or re-earned, when they've proved themselves with actions. Now, it can also suggest that you may still not know everything. Now, we do have the Four of Cups in the reverse. That is very much somebody making a decision for what serves them best. It is actually picking up that cup that they want and going towards it, and making sure that they are not missing out on the opportunity that's in front of them. And we have a King of Wands. So the King of Wands, very much fire energy again, same as the Knight of Wands. This could be somebody new. It could be the same person. This is suggesting to me that whoever it is, you've got somebody that will be loyal and loving, and somebody that's very, how do I put it? They're good at taking charge. They're passionate, and they've got integrity as well. So this could be a new person. It could simply be that this person that you've been with, that you may be reconciling with, has decided they finally know what's right for them. They're choosing it, and they're turning a new leaf and, taking that change for the better. And this could be representing them. So whichever way it works for yourselves, I personally think this may be a new person coming in for you. It might just be a coincidence that it's fire, but whatever it is, it's going to be something that is passionate. You're going to have a passionate person that is going to be in your life, and they know that they don't want to miss out on this opportunity with you. Okay, so the energies that we have then that could be your person's potentially. So we've got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We have... What else do we have? More Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've got Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I think the only energy we didn't have out is hearts, really, isn't it? Not hearts, cups. We've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries again. Yeah, more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, so they're the energies that we've got for you. So your person could be any of those. Now, it doesn't have to be any of those. If the reading resonates, it resonates. Let's get you some angels, some romance angels oracle cards as well. See if there's any more information that Spirit would like to give. Okay, so we've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Now, that does not mean that you need to trust somebody that may have broken your heart and betrayed you. This is just calling for you to have trust and faith in the universe that something good is coming your way. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Virgo. I do hope that everything works out well for you and that you make the best decision for yourself that you can. Good luck, and thank you for joining me.